my apologies, I had to cut out for a second. So yeah, we are going to be having Kragg versus Sylvanos. And we already see a bit of the skill difference kind of coming out with Noah just juggling this Sylvanos early on, but hopefully we can see those plat fighter fundamentals come out from Africanbatman. But oh no, poorly DI that forward air, and does end up making it back to stage, but nothing substantiable. And yeah, he's just going to be sent off the stage once again. Noah in a huge lead right now, getting those juggles. And I mean, he's not doing anything too fancy. What's nice about a character like Kragg is just the style of gameplay and how much they decide to kind of use stone as a neutral tool is kind of what makes the difference. And it looks like he's just opting to kind of scrap. And, you know, you got to respect that style of gameplay every once in a while. Ooh, love that call out right there from Africanbatman. Marking that huge stage control. Not going to get much off of it, but he is finally starting to come into his own. I think, you know, got his hands warmed up a little bit mechanically, and has got Noah at a pretty reasonable percent if he can get this confirmed here and get this back air. But yeah, the up air right there is ready for the DI on that. And now they're just kind of throwing out moves, trying to get the kill. The neutral air, poorly DI'd, is going to be able to take it. So Africanbatman starting to come to his own a little bit. Oh, and I love that rock throw into the up air from Noah. I mean, he is just continuing to rack on that damage. But we'll see if he's able to get the kill. I mean, every little bit that Africanbatman can get here would be very, very beneficial for him. He's sitting at 200%, probably not worried about taking much more, but just as I say that, the down tilt is going to send him off the stage once again. And Noah is just trying to kind of force his way in a little bit, maybe a little bit too telegraphed with these neutral airs coming in, making it very easy for Africanbatman to counteract these approaches, gets the forward air himself and maintains the stage control, puts the grass on the ground. Is he going to call it up? No, but does end up planting the seed onto that platform. Gets hit, though, by Noah, who's just going to try and continue to extend his lead as much as possible. Oh, tries to get the back air going, probably a little bit of a misinput, and has had a hard time DIing that forward air throughout this game, but is able to get the juggle and the extension. The loops once again, tries to get the third snipe, but the C doesn't find it, but the up B actually ends up costing Noah a little bit, and still able to find that up air. Noah taking that game number one, and I would say it's pretty convincing, but I think Africanbatman was starting to take some notes and really starting to make those adaptations towards the end of the game. So it just goes to show that the game count, the stock count doesn't always tell the full story. And yeah, that was almost a pretty great turnaround from Africanbatman, and I wonder if he's going to kind of ride this momentum and take what he's learned from this game number one, make this a more engaging competitive set. They're looking at the pond, looking at a bunch of stages. I mean, of course, because these people are more familiar with the old crowd, I'm not sure how much the stage pick is kind of mattering. It's probably going to be like that more simple adaptation of like, all right, how do I prevent myself from getting juggled? How do I increase that stage control? And I think this is a great stage for Sylvanos, all things considered. My apologies, don't know the name of the stage, but I would imagine that the large flat open area is going to make it much easier for him to plant those seeds. That being said, I mean, Noah is just racking on these two pieces and getting a couple of great reads on Africanbatman to already rack up 90%. But this is a character that is on the heavier side of the game, so doesn't necessarily mean too much in the grand scheme of things, especially when Africanbatman is just able to turn things around a little bit and get those juggles himself. I love the forwarder to try and get the extension, but a nice parry into down smash from Noah and gets the rock off stage. Can he finish it? His plate? No, not quite, but oh, just misses the rock again there. I'm pretty sure if he was able to get another second hit and kind of set up for that forward air, he definitely would have had it. Tries to set up with the up B, but the forward air poorly DI'd once again, but Africanbatman living by the skin of his teeth, 175, and not going to find the extension. And the wall from Kragg is actually going to keep Africanbatman kind of safe in that position, and he's able to get a really safe landing, and if he's able to get this kill quickly, he does end up faltering, but this is a much, much closer game than that game number one. Love the down tilt into the neutral air. Yep, wall jumps off the side, but oh, an unfortunate SD, not going to be able to cling to that wall. Not the most experienced Rivals player myself, not quite sure what ended up happening there, but nevertheless, that is good news if you're a fan of Noah's right there. Yeah, puts the rock off stage, and yeah, it's just kind of forced to jump into the up strong. I mean, not really a whole lot of great options when you're forced to bring up the stone in recovering low as Kragg, so good recognition from Africanbatman, but I mean, he is just eating this %70, and it was looking pretty even from the start, but I think that FSD ended up killing that momentum from Africanbatman, and Noah's just looking poised to go up in the set 2-0, down air into up strong, and that's going to be game number 2. Looks like in the chat we got a fan of Noah's as well. It's good to see you there. Good to see everybody. We don't bite, of course. So it's glad to see. Glad to see you. Looks like we're going to be going back to the same stage. Hopefully, Africanbatman can kind of make those mental adjustments that he needs. Nice parry to try and get something started. Gets the down tilt. And with the rock in the way, I mean, sometimes when it comes to Kragg, it's almost like they play themselves, putting himself literally between a rock and a hard place. Still, this neutral game from Noah coming out with the dash attacks. And the dash attack is going to cover so much of that space that Sylvanos wants, and just faltering off stage, and the homie stock? Okay, well, you know what? I think when you're up, you know, you're up 2-0, you got a little bit of room to play around with it. Oh my goodness, Africanbatman just getting sent off the stage once again. And no, we're not going to give him the homie stock that time. I think at this point, you know, maybe accepting that he's won the set a little bit, but you cannot give Africanbatman that sort of level on your mental, because he is still a very strong player fundamentally, and he can come back and rack up some damage, so he's going to say, you know what, you may have homie stocked me, but I'm going to make you regret it. And sitting at 102%, I mean, this is definitely comebackable if he's able to continue getting these strings. The down tilt into neutral air almost gets sniped once again, and he's in free fall. The double forward air, but he doesn't find the up air, doesn't manage to pull the trigger on it, and now Africanbatman not in the best position. These forward airs coming out, the forward tilt sending him off the stage. The rock snipe tries to hit the rock with the side B, but ends up missing it. The parry, though, into down strong, and Africanbatman signs of life. Gets the rock, but not going to find much of a setup with it. Gets the down air, though, into forward air, and that conversion right there is going to take the set. So Noah, strong 3-0, but there were definitely signs of genius from Africanbatman. He definitely had his moments as well. So it was a 3-0, but it was close, though. That's what he's telling the TO right now, for sure, because you know, there were a lot of really, really great moments from both players, but I think Noah just had him from the get-go, and those SDs certainly didn't help.